In today's video, we are going to discuss about pitch and intonation. The pitch of the voice is determined by the rate at which the vocal cords vibrate. We know that voiced sounds are produced when the vocal cords vibrate, right? So then, based on how the vocal cords are vibrate, the frequency of the vibration is seen to determine the pitch of the voice. The more rapidly the vocal cords vibrate, the higher will be the pitch. The term intonation is used to cover both the pattern of changes in the pitch of the voice and all. Now, intonation refers to the significant changes in the pitch and stress in relation to utterances. So, we have to decide three things about an utterance before we mark an intonation. Firstly, how many tone groups are there? How do you determine the tone groups? Based on the pauses. How many pauses are there? Where shall the tonic be? On which syllable should it should be? The stress should be, or which syllable the falling tone or rising tone should be. What kind of tonic is to be used? Falling tone, rising tone, etc. So tonality refers to the tone groups that are indicated by pauses, and tonicity refers to dividing the utterance into tone groups and deciding which syllable will carry the tonic or tone. The syllable carrying the tonic is called the nucleus or the nuclei syllable. As we know that mostly the stress or everything will be on that main one, the prominent one, which is the nucleus. So the meaning itself can change based on the way how we use intonation. For example, I went to the party with Mary. I went to the party with Mary. That Mary is being that falling tone is that Mary is being shown there as prominent. You can say, I went to the party with Mary. Where did you go? Party. Next, who went with Mary? I went to the party with Mary. So you can show that intonation. The difference of that intonation I'll show you in paper. Write the sentence in three ways to show the intonation. I went to the party with Mary. I went to the party with Mary. Here most importance can be given to Mary. So this is not the one way that you can write it. So another way that is shown in our textbook is like this. Instead of this arrow, like this. So we shall follow this. Of course it is easier to write like this, but since it is given in the textbook like this, let's do like this. Now next way is I went. It shows that which is our priority, which word we are giving more importance. I went to the party with Mary. Here the intonation is in this word, showing greater importance like where she went. Now next, the greater importance is given to I. I went to the party with Mary. When you study rising tone, falling tone, I'll give you one trick with which you can easily study which one is particulars and what type of sentences will have which tone. Okay. The only one formula for you to understand is that yes or no question is always rising tone. All other declarative sentence, WH, commands, exclamations, request, tag questions, everything is normally in falling tone. Declarative sentences, which is used as ordinary sentences, is always falling tone. WH questions falling tone, commands falling tone, exclamations falling tone, tag questions. In tag question, if you are very sure if you are very sure of what you are asking, if you are very sure of the answer that you are going to get, then in tag questions it is falling tone. But if you are not sure, then it is rising tone. So that's what I said, rising tone, yes or no is always rising tone. Incomplete utterances is rising tone. When you are listing an item, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 will be falling tone. The last one will be falling tone. Declarative sentence, normally it is falling tone, but if you ask it as questions, it is rising tone. Yes or no questions are always rising tone. WH questions, normally it is falling tone, but if you ask them in a very warm, friendly or extra polite way, then it is rising tone. Very polite request, it's always rising tone. It means you normally requests are imperative sentences, right? Request commands and all. Imperative sentences, request commands are normally falling tone. But when the request is very polite, when the command itself is in a very polite way, then it is rising tone. The tag question, when the speaker is very sure of what he is asking and very sure of the answer, then it is falling tone. But when the speaker is not sure, it is rising tone. Fall rise tone, let's see. Declarative sentences are uttered as statements, and if the tone group is final, we use fall, but if the tone group is non-final, then we use rise. In listing also, each item it is rise, but the last one it is fall. Yes or no questions are normally rise. Yes or no questions are always rising tone. Interrogatives and all are normally falling tone, but when it is like asked with extra regard and all, request etc., when it is asked very polite way, then it is rising tone. WH questions normally take a fall, but when it is with extra politeness and all, then it is rising tone. Tag questions, normally it is falling tone when the speaker is very sure of the answer or what he is going to ask, but when the person is not sure, then it is rising tone. Imperative sentence like commands take a fall and requests take a rise. Exclamatory sentences are usually said with a falling tone. Now let us see some examples we shall see, okay? Declarative sentences. I went to the party. This is normally falling tone. Normally this intonation will be normally on the last word, but it also depends upon which word is more important. I went to the party. But the same thing if you ask us a question, I went to the party. See, I went to the party, it is falling tone. But if you are I went to the party, like an exclamation kind or ask a question, then it will be falling rising tone. WH question, normally it is a falling tone. So when you are asking it as a question, if it is asked as a question, then it is rising tone. So WH questions, normal way it is, why are you late? See, you can understand, right? With the way I pronounce itself, we can understand. Why are you late? This is WH. Now next is commands. Commands, it's like get out. Get out. That out it is falling. The same way, question tags. He question tags. He is well. Isn't he? That isn't he. I'm sure he is well. So it is falling tone. If I'm not sure, then it is rising tone. When we are listing like 1, 2, 3 and 4, the last one is always falling tone. The other ones are all rising. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Understood? These are some of the examples I showed you with which you can understand. So basically what you have to understand is that yes or no questions is always rising tone. Declarative sentences, WH questions, commands, exclamations, etc. Like question tags are usually it is falling tone, but if declarative sentences are asked as a question, then it can be rising tone. WH question asked with an extra politeness, it can be rising tone. Commands, if you are asking with a very caring, like you are mild commands, it can be rising tone. Exclamations, like if you are too excited, then it can be rising tone. Question tags, normally when you are sure about the question, then it is falling tone, but when you are not sure of the answer, then it can be rising tone. Okay, and when you are listing, the last one is always falling tone, the other ones are always rising tone. So just the small trick is that yes or no questions always rising tone, all others are normally falling tone, but if there is something special, if you have some extra regard, politeness, extra exclamation, means extra excitement, or if it is shown, then it is rising tone. So I hope you understood this small trick to study easily the pitch and intonation. But when you write in your exam, you have to write it in the, just keep this in mind. This is a trick. You cannot just write this, then you will not be able to write an essay or anything. So you have to write falling tone in declarative sentences, or as an ordinary statement it is falling tone. Then you have to give the example as it is there in the PowerPoint. WH questions are uttered in a normal way, it is falling tone. Then you give the example. So like that, each and every one for falling tone you have to write as falling tone with examples. Then rising tone also you have to write each and everything you have to write. If it is asked in a very polite way, then it is rising tone, like that. Only if like that, if you write with examples, then you can match up to the marks. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Thank you.